Group 13's presentation on the new Chapter 6, Corporate Governance. Let's get started. Corruption and greed in society is at an all-time high. We see it at our local businesses and on our streets, at corporations and in our government. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. A powerful statement by Abraham Lincoln. Rules? Do the rules apply to everyone? Greed and corruption can dominate a government or company. People tend to look the other way or turn a blind eye to the bribes or suggestions to get where one needs to be faster or just to pass certain regulations. Bribes are offered in forms of cash, lavish gifts, sponsorships, prerequisites, and the list goes on. One may offer season tickets courtside to another in return for expediting a decision for a building permit that will result in millions of dollars in revenue. A hand-picked official flown in first class to examine a site may overlook that expensive detail. Yet it's an important detail, but due to the luxurious accommodations paid for by the hiring company, it will be overpassed. Cash is an option when one is bribing, but it is not the only option and definitely not the best option for the honest briber. The honest briber will want to cover his or her tracks and offer a more tactful bribe, such as suggesting to his friend that accepts applications at the country club to be a member of. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? Is this the way to do business? Is it ethical as long as cash does not pass hands? Is this considered a bribe or a service charge? Let's find out. The secret language of corruption enables the corruptors to cover their tracks and make it possible to convince themselves they have done no wrong. Many companies and governments have renamed the bribes. They call them service charges. Is offering a date for an evening a thank you or a bribe? Many refer to this as luggage. It is not uncommon for the recipient of the bribe to ask the provider if they need any luggage at the destination. This is called an NLF or night landing facility. Harassment in many countries and industries is also very common. Anti-harassment fees are becoming part of the norm. An example of this is one will ask for a gift or bribe in order to pass through customs. Clayton Jennings, a world-renowned evangelist, recently went on to tell the world crusade. Upon landing in Africa, his t-shirts that said Jesus, Jesus, Jesus were confiscated by customs due to concerns that they were laced with drugs. They took them all but said they would give them back for $600. This is a good example of harassment and demanding a bribe in return for the goods. Who gets a cut? Corruption sucks everyone into its web. Like one bad apple spoils the rest in the bag. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. Many times the deals are premeditated and conduits, or the person responsible for the delivery of the agreed-upon bribe are established prior to the finalization of the deal. For example, an inspector may go into an inspected good. He has specifically been chosen for this inspection and has already received his ransom for declaring that a subpar good is high quality. He will be the only one allowed to inspect the goods so he or she can guarantee the high quality. Ponzi schemes are scandals that take advantage of investors. A person or a company may attack an initial investor with a great opportunity. They will pay those initial investors with new investor funding while skimming some off the top. This cycle will continue until the person is caught or skips out of town with the money in their pocket. Everyone has to pay the price. Everyone pays a price for corruption, but especially the law-abiding citizen. The average Joe that goes to work from 8 to 5 every single day so that he can pay his taxes, clothe and feed his children. Joe pays for the 20% increase in construction costs for his new home because the builder skimmed some off the top. The builder is charging him for 120% of the good provided rather than just what was necessary to get the job done. Joe pays an increase in taxes because of a dishonest politician. The politician must cover his rear so he has a bribe another official, so Joe pays. Joe pays more at a department store because people keep stealing goods. The department store must raise their prices to cover costs. Joe's faith in humanity and the government officially declines because he is the one that pays for the corruption. Yet he is honest, law-abiding, and hardworking. The average Joe will suffer. Frank Herbert once said, "All governments suffer a recurring problem. Power attracts pathological personalities. It is not the power corrupts, but that it is magnetic to the corruptible." Thank you for watching.